Welcome to the OK Camp Early Morning Show, where our camps are great and this show is okay. This morning we have 3 wonderful campers as guests and will include remotes from our 3 campsites. Our campers include Dallas Campbell from Tulsa, Jonathan Eck from Piedmont, and Monica Hiller from Ringling. They will be sharing what they love about camp. And now our host, head camper, Rick Trobaugh.
Okay. Hey, why do birds fly south for the winter? It's because they don't want to walk. Yes. And where do horses live? In neighborhood. And finally, one last one. How do you talk to a monster? From a far distance. Thank you. Hello, Dallas. Thank you very much for being here with us today. Yeah. Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Nope.
Okay, the first one I want to ask you is, what camp did you go to this year?
I went to Sunshine Camp at Camp Egan.
And would you encourage others to go to camp?
Yep.
And what did you like about camp?
I liked seeing my friends and going to the creek.
What do you like to do at Camp Egan?
I like to go on nature hikes and go cut down some bamboo.
Thank you, Dallas. And now, let's go to Josh Pulver at Camp Egan.
Thanks, Rick and Randy. Our motto here at Egan is where change happens. As you can see behind me, change is definitely happening here at Egan. We've started the demolition process of Egan Lodge, a centerpiece of Egan since 1958. While this is not something we wanted to do, the condition of the building definitely warranted this action. We plan on saving the fireplace to provide an outdoor fireplace area and a nice place for people to have s'mores and laughs for years to come. We are continuing our efforts to raise funds for the Holloman Medical Station campaign. These funds will not only build the facility, but they will also create an endowment providing funds for the upkeep and maintenance of the medical station as well as first aid supplies. Our ministry can't take place without your help. While there are a lot of great things taking place at Egan, we still have a large amount of debt, and these changes will hopefully help us generate more revenue so that we can continue to offer a wonderful place for you, your family, and your church to enjoy for years to come as you witness God's creation. Come see us at Egan, where change happens every day.
Today we have Jonathan with us all the way from Oklahoma City. Jonathan, do you mind if I ask you a few questions today?
Sure.
The first question is, what camp did you attend this year?
I attended Tweens Camp at Canyon.
And would you encourage others to go to camp, Jonathan?
Yes.
And what activities do you like the best at camp?
I like hiking to the cross.
Hiking to the cross. What do you like about Camp Canyon?
I like how you can get closer to nature and closer to God.
Jonathan, thank you for being here with us today. And now we'll go to the live remote at Canyon for David Combs.
Hello, I'm David Combs, and I'd like to welcome you to Canyon Camp. If this is your first time to visit us, come on, I'd like to show you around the place. Canyon Camp is located in a series of 5 red rock canyons near Hinton, Oklahoma. The beauty of the red sandstone walls, the seeming isolation of the setting from the outside world, and the convenience of a major city make Canyon the perfect place to gather. The lodge, comfortable meeting areas, meditation spots, hiking, challenge course, and swimming make this the right camp and retreat place for many groups. Each year, roughly 8,000 people visit this beautiful place. If you or your church are seeking mission opportunities, Canyon Camp could use your help. There are always ways to get involved. And that, my friends, is what Canyon Camp is truly about. God uses ordinary people like me and you to make an extraordinary impact in the lives of children, youth, and adults who visit this wonderful place. Camp is, after all, a sacred place where disciples are made. Come on out and see us.
Today we have with us Monica all the way from Ringling, Oklahoma. Monica, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you're welcome. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure, go right ahead.
The first one I'd like to ask is, which camp event and at what site did you attend this last year?
Well, I attend Crosspoint every summer, and this summer I was blessed to get to go to CYME, junior high and senior high district camp, and I was a counselor at Growing in Grace.
When did you sleep?
When did I sleep? Oh, that's a good question. Still catching up.
Yeah. Well, Monica, I'd like to ask you another question.
Okay.
Would you encourage others to go to camp?
Oh, goodness. I would definitely encourage others to go to Camp Crosspoint, and other campgrounds in the state they're a wonderful place to just let go and let God and just hang out with all your friends. It's a wonderful place to go.
Did anything special happen at camp?
It did, actually. A few years ago at CYME, I heard Reverend Jeremy Bassett talk about missions, which is his passion. And I received my call to missions at Crosspoint at the Cross on July 4th.
Monica, thank you very much for sharing what you love about camp and for sharing what's special.
Thank you, Rick.
And now, let's go to our live remote at Crosspoint Camp with Ken Long.
Well, hey, Randy and Rick. Welcome to the Randy and Rick Show on your remote location, Crosspoint Camp on beautiful Lake Texoma. Over the last 12 months, one thing that we've had to do a lot of are take down dead trees. The drought and the oak blight has hit the camp pretty hard, so we've taken down about 100 trees. We're trying to complete the enclosure of our last 2 study tops. One of the other things that we're working on now is trying to complete the roofing of all of our cabins that will now have metal roofs, and we're getting the air conditioners off the cabins and onto the ground. Hopefully by the time you see this, we'll have that approval from the Corps of Engineers to begin construction of our new 3,400 square foot cabins, 2 of those. So anybody that's still looking for a place to donate some funds or to come donate some time on work projects, we'd love to have you come down. The weather's always wonderful at beautiful Lake Texoma.
Tonight we have a special appearance by the great Ricchini. Our campers have come with questions that they have in an envelope. The great Ricchini is going to answer those questions before he ever sees them. Dallas, can I have your envelope? Thank you. Here you go, the great Ricchini.
Thank you. 19,000.
19,000.
That's what I said.
Right.
Number of campers at our campsites last year.
Jonathan, can I have your question? Thank you. Here you go, the great Ricchini.
Share the word and the love of God.
Share the word and the love of God.
Did I misspeak?
No.
Okay.
Can you handle that?
I'm trying. Who pays him? What is the goal of Oklahoma United Methodist Camps?
And Monica, can I have your question? Thank you. Here you go, the great Ricchini.
When buffaloes fly.
When buffaloes fly. Can you see it?
When will the cabins at Canyon and Crosspoint and the medical station at Egan be built?
When Buffalo's fly.
When buffaloes fly. Well, they will be built.
And that's our show. We want to thank our sponsor, Oklahoma United Methodist Conference, for all the support of time, talent, gifts, and apportionments. A big thank you is shared with those who have given of their funds to our fund drives at all three campsites. Thank you to the volunteer deans and leaders, and especially to our campers. And finally, thank you to the staff at the three campsites and the conference office for all they do. And don't forget, our annual T-shirt toss is happening now.